Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we give relationship advice to women and discuss matters of the heart. In today's episode, we are going to discuss how to know if your boyfriend is cheating on you. Remember, the Love Hub is your safe space. We are a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. Now let's get to the signs. Sign 1. Your intuition. Suspecting that something is up is often the first sign for many women. Admittedly, intuition is not proof that your boyfriend is actually doing anything wrong, but you know deep in your heart that something doesn't feel right. Often in these cases, you've spotted some of the other signs subconsciously. Hunches have been proved to be correct more often than not. If instinct is telling you that he could be playing, then keep your eyes and ears open for some of the other signs. Your intuition is warning you, so listen to it when it's trying to tell you that something is wrong. Remember, you are not crazy. Don't get gaslighted into thinking that you are crazy, unreasonable, or just making things up. These are some of the things that you might hear from your boyfriend if he is indeed cheating on you and he is acting defensively. Remember, your intuition is often right. Your heart is telling you that you need to listen. Sign 2. Technology changes. Now that technology makes it easier to contact people, this not only means that it is easier to have an affair, but there are also more places to be caught out. You may discover that your man has an email account that you never knew about, or perhaps he has 2 phones and you only know of one number. Another common sign is when he starts taking calls and walks out of the room, often telling you, hey, it's just work, and then gets really defensive when you get near his phone. A doctor once said, having a second mobile phone that has nothing to do with work or their regular phone can be a sign of cheating. Yes, a doctor actually said that. Many cheaters keep a special phone for communication with the person that they are involved with. Remember, if your boyfriend is trustworthy, he would let you know that, oh, I happen to have 2 phones. And he will let you know why he would have 2 phones. He shouldn't feel defensive when you were trying to get near his phone if he has no secrets to hide. So if you notice him snatching his phone away when you're getting nearer, that's not a good sign. Or when he's turning it upside down so you don't see the screen. These are things that are very suspicious because it means that he just might be hiding something. Sign 3. Your friends notice something's up. This isn't anything he's done, but often friends and family will notice things when they're not quite right between the two of you, and they will start asking questions. Perhaps you've been arguing more when you're with each other, or your friends have noticed that there's a lot of tension between the two of you when you're together. And because cheaters often feel guilty, a common psychological mechanism is to try to paint their partner in a negative light, to justify the cheating to themselves. They can sometimes try to provoke arguments or an unpleasant atmosphere to create this situation. If more than one friend starts asking if everything is all right between the two of you, maybe it's time to stop and think, especially if you have not noticed anything was wrong. Sign 4. Things just don't add up. Has he started changing his daily routine for seemingly no reason? Maybe his actual job hasn't changed, but he starts leaving earlier in the morning and getting back later at night. Or perhaps he told you that he was out with his friends last week, but you later discovered that his friends was at a conference. Once someone starts lying, it becomes more and more difficult to keep up the act. So when small unexplained things start happening, or you notice things becoming more inconsistent. Maybe something is actually going on. Sign 5. He's suddenly over attentive. He spends more time being interested in you than normal. Perhaps he buys you a gift unexpectedly. He may even start doing more around the house, like ironing, washing, or doing those jobs that have been left unfinished for months. Maybe he's feeling guilty and wants to make up for the fact that he is having an affair. This sort of thing happens in the early stages of an affair. If he is over attentive, that could be very much a sign. Sign 6. He accuses you of cheating. This will probably come as a bit of a shock, but he will possibly ask outright if you've been seeing someone else. Men tend to be more direct than women. It is common for cheaters to suspect their partners of cheating simply because they believe that if they're getting away with it, you can too. This is also how many people who cheat deal with their guilt. They try to make themselves feel better by turning the tables on you. Once you've got over your initial shock at being accused, it might be worth looking a little closely at what he is up to. Where did those accusations come from? Why did they pop out of nowhere? Sign 7. You don't talk anymore. This is almost the opposite of him being over interested in you. Maybe he stopped being interested in what you got up to during the day, or he no longer says I love you, or he doesn't even want to kiss or hug you anymore. If he starts becoming less interested in finding out what you've done during the day or how you were feeling, then it is an indication that he is getting his emotional fix elsewhere. When kissing stops in a relationship, it is often seen as a big warning sign because having a physical connection is one of the things you need to have in a relationship. For the two of you to have a strong, stable bond, you need to be physically connected with each other. If that connection stops, then everything else will fall apart. Sign 8. He gets irritated quickly. One of the most popular signs that your boyfriend is cheating on you is when you ask him a simple question and he gets irritated quickly. He's mad even though you aren't doing anything wrong. It's almost like he's just annoyed for no reason. And you're wondering, why is he so annoyed with me? What am I doing that's wrong? When you ask him questions about what has he been up to, and he starts to get all defensive and jumpy, maybe it could be because he is planning a surprise holiday and you shouldn't be observing it correctly. Maybe he gets irritated because he is worried that you are checking up on him and you will discover his cheating ways. These are just some of the signs that your boyfriend is cheating on you. Remember, you know your relationship better than we do. Just always trust your heart and soul because you will never lie to yourself. And as always, the Love Hub is here. We won't judge you. We are your safe space. Until next time.